that far. You don't even work your social media like that.
Every time somebody come, we gotta fucking fuss, bro. Every fucking time. That's not what we're gonna do.
We're gonna go back.
I'm not
doing
this.
Commercial break when we get back. We're gonna wrap this up.
So you wanna cut me off, right? Corey, you just gonna watch your butt, baby. You do this shit every time.
Oh yeah.
Wait, no please. That shit that I do when bitch was having a seizure, and that shit ain't go right. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was out nigga. Go ahead. Look, I didn't know.
I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back.
Get the truck. Let's go. Let's go. We get this bitch. Let's go.
Keep my peace, keep my peace. Cubans with the chisel.
People with the cheap shirts and shit that say Melanin Magic and all that, Popeye's not stopping your business. You are. Okay? So to you people that's using Popeye's excuse for your business not to get a head, shame on you. Nobody been buying them.
Whoa, welcome to Couch Talk Nola. I am Queen Solo. That is Southpaw motherfucking 504.
You ought to know.
Yeah.
And we got Lolly Mariah.
What's up?
And Albeauti in the building.
Not one but two queens in the building.
You feel me?
Let's get that out of the way. So how did you get started, Miss Detroit?
Facts.
You know, music is my everything, really. Like, that's the one thing that's been pushing me through everything that I've been through. You know, and I was just like, I need to come to New Orleans. I felt like I was spiritually called to come to New Orleans. I sound like a preacher.
That's a first.
But I feel like I was supposed to be here specifically to work on my music and really develop who I am as an artist. And that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. So, yeah.
Your voice is something. It's amazing. And for you to just have your first performance in 2017, it doesn't do justice.
Yeah, wow, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the listening party, the siren?
Oh, yeah.
The pre-listening party.
Yeah.
It drops on the 22nd.
No, the pre-listening party was last month.
Yeah, and my album dropped on the 22nd. Yeah, no, that was really nice. Like, I was expecting people to support me, yes. But I didn't know the magnitude of support that I would actually have for it. And so people really, really were liking the album. And I'm like, oh, this is lit. So
yeah, you were shocked. You were shocked, girl. You know who you is? Lolly Mariah.
Yeah, you know, I forget sometimes.
That's all. How did this name come about? How did you?
Lolly Mariah. All right, so my government name, y'all, don't be calling me this. My government name is Natalie Mariah Tolbert.
All right, now.
Okay. Lolly came from my little brother and sister because they couldn't say Natalie when they were little, so they said Lolly.
That is cute.
Yeah, I hated it.
What? And now it just stuck to you.
Yes, I love it now, and I actually prefer people call me that because a lot of times people know me from back in the day. They'd be like, "Oh, hey, Nat." Don't call me Nat.
Don't call
I
me
want to
Nat.
fight.
Yeah.
Don't call me Nat.
Don't know me like that.
Right.
Watch your mouth.
So you did the next lifetime. You did Anita Baker. You've done some classic shit.
Yeah.
That a lot of people scared to touch, and they should never touch.
I know. Don't touch it.
Let's get
that out the way. You feel me?
So what the hell? Are those some people that inspired you to start singing, or?
Well, Erykah Badu for sure.
I said that shit. Give me my dollar. Give me my dollar.
I'm gonna give you 50 cents. I ain't got
your damn 50 cents.
Nah, come on now.
All right now.
I got $1 coin. No, Erykah Badu is like, she is my inspiration. I remember I first saw her on, I can't remember which video it was, but I was younger and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I like this lady. I don't know what this lady is. I asked my mom about it. She was like, she is so weird. That didn't matter to me. And so ever since then, like, I've been looking at her, Lauryn Hill, because I like the freestyle.
Yeah.
So Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, you are a freestyler.
Yes.
Yeah.
All my inspirations. Go ahead, girls. I mean, they yours too, sis. I know. I want to hear what the next one goes.
Right.
With Lauryn Hill, did you learn anything from her mistakes that she's done? That she doesn't own a lot of stuff.
Yeah, don't show up.
Yeah, you know, I never really I only looked at her for her creativity. I didn't really, like, even my sound isn't quite like hers.
Anybody else.
You know?
This shit is just...
Well, yeah, but you know, I really didn't look at that, but I was actually looking at some things before as I was doing all my paperwork for my album, so don't steal nothing. You can't. Cause you can't. But I was doing all my work and everything, and I've been doing research, and I'm like, I'm just looking at little nitty details, and I'm like, wait, she probably wasn't on her stuff. She wasn't handling it because I had to do all of this. Like, my name is literally on every song, like my government name. So, like, you know, I did pay attention to those things. So,
You know.
Well, how did you get started? You did something after you graduated in 2004, or what's going on?
No.
Okay, so damn, did I tell you that? How you figured out I graduated?
Mind your neck. You graduated in 2004.
I did on research. That was up. Okay, so
and rest in peace, Mr. Louis. Is that his name? Did I say it right?
who?
Louis. Did I say it right?
Who is Louis?
Is that how you say your friend that passed? And
Oh damn, yes. Louis,
you forgot?
King Louis. So many people done died. Come on, y'all. Don't act like it's been a trying year. Yeah, that was my friend. But my daddy died too. My daddy deceased in 2009. Rest in peace to Edwin Burks. That's my paw. You heard me, my nigga.
Right.
In any case, and my auntie. I mean, we ain't gonna go down the list, but
you know.
I'm literally listing people that I've written about in my recent song, the one that I will be performing, that I haven't been performing recently. So I actually started like singing openly in public. Yes, it was after 2004. I kind of built up the courage when I had moved to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for a second, going to Savannah College of Art and Design. Hold on, let me trying to get my sextant on.
That's real nice.
Anyway, thank you. So yeah, but I had a friend of mine out there, and you know, they I guess discovered I could sing, I discovered they could play. And we just kind of started jamming out and everything, and we had played one time, and then you know how bands is, especially when you're young, immature, you just can't stay together. But we played one time at this place called Agape Cafe. I don't even know if it's open no more, but it was really an artist hub back then, and we was all really inspired and just had to kind of get in on that magic. So that's pretty much when I kind of started my public performance, and I got a little taste of it. It was cool. A lot of people liked our performance, but I didn't really get a lot of feedback, so I just kept at it and over the years when I was in college, I didn't do it that much, except you know, it was kind of on and off until like 2000 and sheesh. When was that? 2000, I want to say 11/12. That's when I really started to put myself out there. I was actually going to LSU at that time because my dad had passed away. I came home. I discovered LSU had a fashion program because that's what my major was at the time or whatever. And anyways, so yeah, like and ever since then I've kind of grown, and 2013 was a real popping year for me, to be honest.
It was a good year, right?
It was a good year to kind of, you know, get out there, explore everything, and I did a lot.
Your business on ecstasy, you got going on with the children booties and shoes and carrying on, and the natural skin stuff.
Facts.
You got the real natural shit. Eating good, meal prepping,
Yes, I did a lot. Yeah, see, my sister did her homework. Look at y'all. See, but yeah, I did a lot, man. I did a lot in a couple of years, and during those years when I did take a break and started going into that natural wellness lifestyle, I took a break kind of from doing music. But before that, like right before that, I had done a lot of charity work, performances, things like that. That's where I actually met PNC. I also met you know, Chopper. I also met Chicky Black. I met a bunch of people during that time. Was doing work with my Michael Willis, and I also did a song with Callie Ovard. I also did a song even a little bit before that with Fiend from International. From Jet Life, you know, Jet Life.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
you leaving out something. Don't even fucking anyway nothing. Cause where you ain't gonna exploit your modeling? Like what's going on?
Cause it be too much to be remembering, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Shit going on right
I do a lot of
so much, Creed.
I do. I know. I get a little ADHD with my creativity.
I ain't forgot about you with the tomboy shit going on either. You was in your little tomboy level. Okay, alright.
You was fire in that, but I was loving that. Look, you did your thing, girl.
I just be chilling.
You did your thing.
I was in the building.
Yeah, man.
So what's your creative process when you get to writing and recording your music? Where do you channel that shit from?
Ooh, that's a good question. Cause it varies. It varies. It really does. A variety pack.
Like the chips?
Real
No, like the crayons when they got like the big box and the different ones that you never heard of, colors you never seen before. It's like that. So I'm sorry, but no, like sometimes I started off with a freestyle. But not even to a beat sometimes. Sometimes I'm just in my own zone and I feel whatever emotions, whatever's going on, and I just kind of play with things to let it out.
Can you play with it right now? We don't have no.
Come on, girl.
I can.
Freestyle, right? Shit.
Do 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 talking up, sitting back, all these folks out. Listen to what I have to say. Couch is what I do. Listening to you.
You better sing that shit.
Talking about everything from A to Z, like you and me. We swing and live our lives. We always doing things that people ask us about. So we just sit on the couch and talk about it.
Only on Couch Talk Nola, you gonna see some vomit sessions like that. And we gonna take a brief intermission. And when we get back, we gonna get into some more shit. Couch Talk Nola. Y'all make sure y'all tune in and subscribe. You feel me?
Come on.
Don't get the Duck Ass Award.
Y'all gotta get out
Right back.
You know it, right?
Run from city, so why you lose and balance for me. Down here you really will be send me cocky. Run from grass or some for tree.
Mama was a wolf and she raised me. Daddy liked his suits and his payday. Both invested in a sense God gave me many attempts to save me. Me and my fam not really seeing eye to eye. That's okay with me cause they not really on my side. No worries, I'm putting that self-love on high. Ain't fishing for no sentimental reply. Raising up and play a player. Finally pulling back the reply layers. Back in the day running that boy airs. Miss my city for one in the air. Yeah.
Back.
We are back,
Couch Talk Nola.
Okay.
You heard me?
Sorry.
Shit. Now what was we
hot.
saying? That
We had to get that freestyle.
That nigga shook.
Incredible. I got to know your top 5 Detroit artists that you grew up and you know what's underground there.
Right.
Who influenced you?
Speak on it.
You know, this is really difficult because when I was in Detroit, I didn't quite fit in. And what I was looking for was a lot different. Who I was a lot different when I was in Detroit. I kind of had to grow. I always take Detroit with me. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Always take Detroit with me. Okay? But I wasn't in a space where I appreciated music the way I should have. I knew I needed it, but I didn't know how I needed it. So I wasn't drawn to the Detroit music scene at all. And in fact, my mama was really like overprotective a little bit. So
Right,
I
so
couldn't.
she-
I wasn't allowed to
it was
listen
like
to half
sheltered
things. She was like,
down.
I'm not Christian now. But it was like gospel. That's all you can listen to is gospel. And I listen to like Spice Girls. Like I like, yeah. So it was like I can't even. I that's one thing that I'm like now trying to catch up on more. Is like all of the artistry in Detroit. I will say Kim, K-E-M,
Yes.
the singer.
Oh,
Yes, because he was
Dropping
homeless
chemistry.
and then like he ended up becoming a really great artist. And my mama will always take me to like his concerts, the free concerts he would have in Detroit, or to like the jazz festivals in Detroit. My uncle, before he passed, bless his soul, was a jazz pianist. So like I was always in that scene. I don't really know about the like R&B, like local artists like that, but jazz scene, oh yeah, I was listening. I was always there. I was always at the Motown concerts and events. Martha Reeves and like you know like all of those. So I was Shaka Khan. I love Shaka Khan. That is
Shaka Khan.
yeah. She had I remember how old was I? I want to say I was like 8 or 9, and my mama took me to a concert that was by some hotel because she was being fancy and we stayed at. And she was performing on the stage and I was just in awe. So like it was more so my mama had me in the music scene, but I don't know the Detroit artists like that.
That's cool. Can you name your top 5
artists in period?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We go. It's Shaka, of course. Shaka Khan, Erykah Badu. I already mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill because of her creativity, her intelligence. Let me see who else. This is tough. I have to like figure this out. I will say I really like Chrisette Michelle.
Yes, Lord.
Chrisette has amazing voice. Yeah.
Yes, and Jasmine Sullivan.
You bust the windows. Bust the windows.
Chrisette Michelle, that's all I listen to. Chrisette Michelle and Jasmine Sullivan were all I listened to.
That's a hell of a combination lineup right there.
What about your lineup?
You know what? Okay, so
you got to go in the city.
Right, I definitely was influenced by funny enough just my style period of like writing and addressing topics that are important to me. Miss T was a big influence.
Yes.
Also Ghetto Twins, I still got their first CD.
Was a late
I really love it. Also Mia X was a big influence. And as far as other singers, I really didn't have a lot to go off of locally that I really was looking up to as far as their style. But it's funny, my style, as far as my influence, it has such a big range. So I did have those. I really loved Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill for their range and their earthiness, and their vocal abilities. I also love, I don't know if y'all remember, there's two people you probably wouldn't expect. One was Barrington Levy. He's like a Jamaican artist, and he was on the Shine record alone.
Yes.
So you're inspired by reggaeton, right?
Yes, very much. Yes, I'm very much inspired by reggaeton.
A little hint of neo soul too.
You saying reggaeton, but really it's more so dance hall, reggaeton, and reggae is also a big inspiration for me, but more so dance hall, and even Afrobeat. Afrobeat is a big inspiration as well, which, I'd have to mention Fela Kuti. He's like the father of Afrobeat, and that's a big, no, but he got that nigga swag from Uptown, you feel me? He definitely was a very big influence. He always dropped his nuts, whatever he was doing. He's extremely talented. And another one is Jackie Wilson, who is, a very old school singer. Jackie Wilson on the men's side. And it was really his voice, how he used his voice, like the hard chord changes is something I like to do with my voice. Other singers from that time is The Emotions, bringing it back to modern days. Missy Elliott and Aaliyah, those were influences. Total and TLC, and it really had to do with their swag. Total and TLC was like swag, like they, you know, the majority of their appeal to people with swag, and even we'll have to I think I'll conclude the list, even though it's not concluded. It's just for this time because I didn't prepare, you know, write it down. But Mary J. Blige, because she's extremely relatable. Even though, you know, just as far as her artistry goes and what she has contributed, as far as you know, her records, they vary. Nigga said records. You know, I feel old now.
That's when you know you're industry savvy.
I said I was sexy teeny. I guess that's really me.
Yeah,
in any case, no, but
records.
Records. Oh, so yeah, but I really felt like she was relatable.
How you feel about Black History? Because I know you real in tune with Black History. You all
I love Black History.
Bartman and all that type of shit going on. Like,
she really went through my whole Instagram. I was fucking with y'all, man. So I am a walking Black History fan. I can't say I can recite it.
What's called the Venus?
So yeah, I made some artwork.
No, that's space.
I had like a collection of art that I did for an art show that I did a long time ago, which I love to get back into. I do art on my own time, y'all. I don't really be posting it, but I do have some pieces that I drew and never post, whatever. In any case, so I did a piece back in the day because the name of the collection was Asphyxiation. It really was about our society's obsession with ass. You know what I'm saying? And what asphyxiation. So I really kind of wanted to portray Sarah Bartman as kind of one of the foremothers or founding mothers of that movement, even though she was exploited, she was fucked over. She really got fucked over, and I'm feel sorry for my girl. But you know, she was beautiful. She was considered to be, you know, like the Mona Lisa of her village, because that's what they was into. They was into the rolls and, you know, big butts, and you know, it was like the more fat you was, the more
not a butt, that was an ass. She was big.
It was. Yes. It was a shelf ass. Yes. And I mean, you know, she really she endured a lot of oppression at the hands of I'ma just go ahead and call them white slave owners, because really she was employed as like a circus act. But you know, but it really was, they used her for more than that. She ended up having to kind of parade around with chains on and things like that. That's why in the painting I pictured her having chains on, and she's holding a ball of fire, because basically she had that fire, she had that juice. Everybody, you know, loved her. Even though they was obsessed, they wanted to oppress her. They, you know, the pale skins back then, they did the wrong thing with that obsession. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't hone it in a correct way and love her and respect her. They, you know, paraded her around like she was some animal. With their duck asses. With their duck.
That duck ass award.
You know, they definitely get a duck award. Now, I mean, they could get a plethora of ducks.
You about to get the duck. You about to get a duck ass on your duck ass. Go ahead.
But so that was one of the more conscious pieces for that collection. And I ain't really promoted that much, but people who know I did it, they know I did it. And I still have it.
It's amazing though.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Dopeness.
Thank you. I want to bring awareness to
who would you go to?
This goes to, alright, so look y'all, I have an infatuation with locks. In fact, my hair is twisted up, but I have locks too. Okay? I love locks. Okay, so this Duck Ass Award goes to that school that almost made that little boy cut his locks off.
Please give him.
Alright? This goes to you.
Throw it at their head. That's what I want to do.
Which one yours?
Let us be natural.
Ooh, let me think hard about this.
Hell.
This Duck Award goes to.
Take it down.
Right? Thank you.
Come on, mother.
Thank you. This Duck Award I would like to give to the people out there that you
It's okay.
Under people posts.
It's all
Right.
right.
It's okay, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Console her.
You under people posts. Arguing.
Arguing. Yeah.
What you arguing about?
Yeah, with an O.
This not even your post.
At all. Let's get that out the way.
This not your post.
Facts.
I mean,
Yes. Raise
go somewhere.
raise
You know
up
what I'm
to the
saying?
camera so they can see this. In the upper camera too.
God damn it.
Yeah.
This has been Couch Talk Nola.
you.
This has been
Those
Couch
dark
Talk
ass.
Nola, y'all.
You heard me?
I am Queen Solo.
And I'm Southpaw 504.
Yes.
And this is Lolly Mariah
Hey,
and Albeauti.
we in the
You heard
building.
me? Paid for them views coming out soon.
Come on.
Hey, for them sideways.
Sirens coming out soon on the 22nd.
Subscribe.
Make sure y'all tune and subscribe. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shit. And we're out of here.
Ah, yeah.
Whoa.
We are back.
One more time.
Let's
You feel
talk
what
about
I'm
the
saying?
Slater. Mike,
Yeah.
Mike, how did you get in contact with them?
And how you felt when you got into it?
Well, listen, so before, there have been a couple Slater mics before. This is a totally new scene though, but there was some Slater mics before, and I was reached out to before, and I was like, oh yeah, this is cool, it's cool. And I really liked the energy, I really liked all they had to offer for the artist, and then when they came back to me and was like, well look, we got more, I said, oh, you don't have to ask me twice.
Right,
I'm here. So I cannot wait to perform for Slater Mike. I can't wait to sell out all my tickets. So hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, and how much are the tickets?
$18, right?
I mean, you can get that. That
And
can
I'm giving away one, which means I'm paying for it. I'm giving
Right.
away one for whoever
You can't beat
downloads
that.
my album
See?
and tells me the favorite one.
Y'all
Favorite
better,
song.
man. Y'all better
And then
download
they
that girl.
I'm gonna buy y'all some tickets too. Y'all better come to this
Sorry.
goddamn Slater Mike.
that you got
That's
a
epic.
listening party for on the 22nd
Yeah.
next month, right?
The
So,
album comes out on 22nd.
Right.
Awesome.
baby,
Okay, so
how do you feel?
So, all right, Slater Mike, as soon as I saw that there was like a Slater the Mike existed, I was amped. I was like, how can I sign up? How can I be a part? So, I did. What happened was I saw that Misdemeanor was involved with Slater Mike, and I had already kind of met him and knew him from past experiences, was always cool, always respectful, and I'm just excited that he was putting on talent for the city. That's a rare thing. People in his position is not really doing that in New Orleans. So I was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I was like, man, I gotta get on top of this. So I kept actually seeing him like just out randomly, and I told him, I wanted to be a part. So he told me what to do. Go ahead and send a video interview, yada yada yada. I did that. Then just coincidentally ended up seeing me perform at Solid Fridays twice.
Right.
And then then he informed me, was like, look, I want you to be a part. So I was at that very moment, I was celebrating. I was ready to tell the world, but I had to wait on a few things, and we ended up doing a photo shoot. It came out fire.
Yes. Fire. We bad.
Now look,
Okay.
this event is like for the top dogs, the creme de la creme.
Right.
You heard me? This
Yeah.
ain't you had to
That's
audition
so
to get in there.
yes, you do have to audition.
Yeah, it ain't just go ahead on and pay your money to get in the door.
No.
Send a tape or some shit
That's
first,
all
right?
right.
To even get to the
Right.
Facts.
Exactly.
You heard me? Let's just get that out of the way. You heard me?
Right.
We gotta
Right.
say, yeah.
Cause mine was like a two-part. It's like I sent the tape, and then I also, he saw me perform. Now, mind you, this man seen me perform before.
Right.
So that even gives you an idea of, don't think just because, you rub shoulders with somebody in the past, or, you rub shoulders with Mr. Me in the past, anybody on the team in the past, that you automatically got a spot, because that's not the case. You really have to show that you want it. And that's really something that, has been made clear by the whole team. Nobody ain't wasting no time.
Right.
And, everybody happy to be here, and that's why it's not no beef, no angst, no cattiness, nothing like that. Everybody, congratulating everybody else.
Because the artists are so talented. All of the artists are so talented. Like that network is worth more than anything else. If I'm going to the top and you going to the top and they going to the top, then like that's
it's a team.
It's
But you know what I really love? I love the way Our Divine Beauty like steps in and really got mothers. You got
that's the boss lady right there. That is the boss lady right here.
Boss lady.
Okay.
She her energy is on fucking fire.
I know.
You know, on the world, girls. Okay. On everything, and that's on period.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I mean, y'all got a pretty tough team though, because I mean, Chuck, he's the truth as well. Everybody's the truth. I love the way everybody's working together and being like a family.
Absolutely.
Family.
Very encouraging.
Well, I appreciate both you ladies coming. Take out stuff fucking needing Nola.
And make sure y'all slay the mic on the 12th.
Close us out with
playing.
Couch Talk Nola. So him or South Baby.
Go
ahead. Help out. Help out.
Couch Talk Nola. Come on, sit on the couch. Give that couch talk.
Couch Talk Nola.
And this has been Couch Talk Nola. You only gonna get shit like that here.
You
feel me? And we out of here a gang. Shit.
Lonely the river flows without life's woes, as simple as it could go. It runs till it can't no more. No more, no more. Why can't I live like a river? Never worrying about a thing. I could supply life to others, and maybe my dreams will turn into streams. The sun and the wind is all that I need. The sun and the wind is all that I need. The sun and the wind is all that I need. I must run toward the mark.